Jayden Reed. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 112 yards. It's the Packers and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This taken in at the goal line, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Off-play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down the left sideline. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 105 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. For the Bears, they're 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 on the first down. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
On first down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On second down, Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there. No fear there in the middle of the field. Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball. His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now Love will try with his legs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that? I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on. Well, I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Fields again. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in.
It's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 29 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Jones blinking from the contact. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
And he works free. Gets around him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. For 22 more yards there and another 1st down. That time on the run pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this 1st half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. First down, Love to pass. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw now, here's Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd down and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw. But the man is to net the tight end.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Fields on first down.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Love from the gun. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Final play of the half, Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away.
Nice back-to-back plays to Baltimore. They're stacking momentum now. One completion, 2 completion. They're going for more.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A nice little juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Have to review the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This to Jacobs on the toss right. There he goes, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
74 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
First down, Packers.
Play action this time with Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Love.
He finds Watson. It's caught.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
That shoves him off at the 20.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And always unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down. They needed 4, they got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down.
Moore, the man in motion.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards to pick up there, also a first down.
The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Off play action, Fields.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Following the interception, Love.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
A gain of 18 on the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing. Love.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Here's 1st down. Now Love.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Love. Watson making the catch.
Able to fight through 1 tackle.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Come on, stay.
Now Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Love looking to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Love. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. So now Fields and the Bears
Down 35-31, 25 seconds remaining. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on first down.
All eyes on Fields.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
Now Fields. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.